What is going on, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So check it out. We're going to break down Sofi in this one, go over the charts, how it's been doing over the past couple of days, and we're going to go over what happened yesterday during the interview with Jim Cramer. Jim Cramer and Anthony Noto, the CEO of Sofi, they had a discussion, right? So we're going to break that down in this video, plus more, guys. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Just use that link down below. Check out the QR code right here, or go to stasurfs.com/Moomoo. Get your stocks, guys. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. It's about 1:30 p.m. right now on the East Coast, and you're probably watching this when the markets are closed, but as of right now, we are seeing green across the board. The Nasdaq's up 1%, the Russell's up 1.3%, the Dow's up 0.8%, and the S&P 500's up 0.5%, as we have Sofi stock over 1.3, up over 1.3%. Now it's at $7 and pretty much 50 cents, up roughly 11 cents on the day. Pretty nice move here, and we're building off of the gains from yesterday. And mind you, yesterday we had a lot of green in the stock market post FOMC meeting, right, where essentially the Fed pretty much said, yeah, we're getting 3 rate cuts this year. That's what we're going to see, which pretty much caused this rally that we're seeing right now. So that obviously benefited Sofi. We were at $7 before the meeting. Then we closed off the day yesterday at $7.30. And today in the pre-market, we got all the way up to $7.60, right? Then we opened up at about, actually, we got to $7.65 pretty much. Then we opened up at $7.60, sold off a bit to about $7.38. And take a look at this, guys. We held yesterday's closing price as support, right? We've been holding that for the entire day so far, and now we're starting to bounce off of it, which is really good news, as again, we're in the mid sevens now, up over or right around 1.5% on the day, right? If I show you guys this 5-day chart, now you can see we just hit a fresh high on this time frame. We have a golden cross on here as well. On the 10-day chart, we have a golden cross. We're starting to see a bit of a reversal, right? And here on the 20-day chart, let me show you this. We're also noticing we're starting to peak over the moving averages here as well, which is great. And on the 4-hour chart, with the move we saw yesterday, and again, we're building on the gains today, we were able to take out this 50 moving average, and now we're kind of playing right between these moving averages, right? With the 50 SMA being support, the 180 SMA being resistance, which is at about $8. So I'm looking at this like, all right, if Sofi is able to start getting out of, the mid sevens, the 8s, right? That'd be really good overall for the bulls. And mind you, we're not seeing that quite yet, guys. So keep that in mind. But ultimately, if we do get out of there, 850, we could really start pushing that 9+, that $10 level again. And eventually, guys, in my opinion, personally, I've said this before on the channel, and I'll say it again, I think Sofi is going to $15+ over the long term. Now, is that guaranteed? Of course not. It's not guaranteed. Could it happen next year? Yes. Could it happen tomorrow? Unlikely, but yes. Could it happen 10 years from now? Maybe, right? It might take a long time. But ultimately, I think Sofi is heading in that direction. Maybe sooner, probably sooner rather than later if I'm right here. Of course, I could be wrong. Who the heck knows? And mind you, if it did take 10 years for Sofi to get the $15 per share, that'd be pretty bad, to be honest, if it took that long. But ultimately, I think this stock is being suppressed. I feel like, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, manipulation. There's a lot of shorts involved, right? But yeah, man, Sofi is one that's, speculative holding for me. And ultimately, I feel like they reported great numbers, and there's no reason for the stock to be going down. And really, the news that we got a couple of weeks ago spooked investors, but the reality, or at least initially, and it caused a sell-off, but the reality is here, guys, according to Sofi CEO, again, Anthony Noto, he explained the convertible debt offering, and he said they did this deal from a position of strength. And again, he was talking with on Wednesday, what's his name again? Jim Cramer. Yeah, Jim Cramer on a Wednesday interview, which I might have to dive deeper into that on another video, the actual interview. That'd be quite interesting to listen to. But either way, in a Wednesday interview with CNBC's Jim Cramer, SoFi CEO Anthony Noto, you guys can see, explain why the online personal finance company issued a convertible debt offering, saying it was a way to lower debt cost. He said, quote, "We did this deal from a position of strength. What we saw was an opportunity from that position of strength to lower our cost of debt." The company announced in early March it planned to raise $750 million by issuing convertible senior notes. In the same announcement, SoFi also said it entered into agreements with certain holders of existing convertible notes to exchange them for shares. SoFi stock soon dropped and is now down 26% year to date, which I think is just, like I said earlier in the video, completely unwarranted, completely overblown. I think the markets are getting, this one wrong. I could be wrong, guys. Who knows? Again, this is just a smaller speculative play for me. It's not like I'm betting the farm on it, but I think, yeah, man, here in the 6s, 7s, it's interesting. At least in my opinion, the company reached GAAP profitability, which you guys know, for the first time during the fourth quarter of 2023. And Noto said that SoFi had been performing so well, it can now issue debt at a lower rate, which ultimately, yes, this is good. A good longer-term play. And he also said, we saw it as an opportunity to do it and have a negligible impact on GAAP earnings per share, and also combined with a buyback, have it be accretive to tangible book value per share by 8 to 10%. He said, quote, "The reason why we did it is really important because I think this is what will put some momentum back into the stock," which, man, I sure hope he's right there. But pretty much, guys, that's a little summary there on really what caused the stock to sell off. And I mean, it's still very beaten down like we've covered before. But yeah, the company, I think, again, is just mispriced. The stock, that is, after very good earnings in the last quarter. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe the stock's pricing in something that I'm missing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, after a very good earnings report, news that isn't that bad news in terms of the offering there that we just discussed, right? I just think, why is it down so much, right? So I haven't bought more yet, but you guys know my average cost is in the low 7s, very low 7s, right? I was buying initially in the high 6s a couple months ago, bought more in the mid 7s. I think at 775 as well, I bought a little bit. But yeah, man, all throughout the low mid 7s, a little bit in the high 7s there, high 6s, right? But mostly in the high 6s, low 7s. And my average cost is, in that low 7 mark, or range rather. And at this point, guys, you know me, I'm holding long, and I might buy more in this range in the mid 7s, but I'd like to get it more under 7, preferably in the low mid 6s if we get there. But who the heck knows at this point? So that's a quick breakdown here on SoFi, guys. What do you all think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And again, this is during a day where we have the Dow Jones hitting all-time highs. We're almost at 40,000 points on the Dow. The S&P 500, all-time high. It hit 524 here on SPY. We had Triple Q almost hit an all-time high. Actually, nope, it did hit an all-time high, guys. So it's a green day, man. It's a crazy green day, man. And SoFi continues pushing. So we'll see if it holds, man. We'll see if it holds the mid 7s and start pushing 8. 8 plus needs to break in the short term if you're a bull. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and get your free stocks from Moomoo, up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Just use that link down below or go to stocksurfers.com/Moomoo. Open up your account, fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. $1,000. And again, it's free money essentially, guys. So check out the link down below. Go to stocksurfest.com/Mumu or check out the QR code right here. Get your stocks. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next one.